What if I told you that the life you are living, the experiences you encounter, the people you attract, are not merely random occurrences, but intricate tapestries woven by an unseen architect dwelling within you? What if the very fabric of your reality is not out there, but in here? Welcome, fellow travelers, into the labyrinth of the human psyche, to a profound exploration of one of the most powerful, yet often neglected forces shaping our existence: the subconscious mind. Today we embark on a journey to unravel the ancient and modern insights into how this hidden domain relentlessly, tirelessly creates our reality. This isn't a superficial glance at positive thinking. It's a deep, intellectually rigorous dive into the wellsprings of our being, drawing on the wisdom of depth, psychology, existential philosophy, and strategic human insight. We will peel back the layers to reveal how the subconscious acts as a grand orchestrator, attracting circumstances, influencing decisions, and shaping perceptions, often without our conscious awareness. From the Freudian depths of repressed desires and childhood imprints to the Jungian expanse of the collective unconscious and its archetypal influences, we will trace the lineage of these unseen forces. We will grapple with Schopenhauer's concept of the will, that blind, striving force that underlies all phenomena, and explore how our individual subconscious acts as its personal manifestation. Nietzsche's will to power will illuminate the inherent drive within us to manifest and actualize, while Viktor Frankl's search for meaning will ground our exploration in the human imperative to find purpose within the reality we perpetually create. This is not a passive contemplation, but an active inquiry into the very mechanics of your subjective experience. It's about understanding that the seemingly external world is, in essence, a mirror reflecting the intricate programs running beneath the surface of your conscious awareness. We will uncover how deeply ingrained beliefs, emotional patterns, and even forgotten traumas act as potent blueprints, continuously manifesting the world you inhabit. Prepare to question the very nature of reality itself and to discover the immense power you hold, consciously or unconsciously, in its creation. To begin our journey into the subconscious architect, we must first descend into the Freudian depths. Freud illuminated the profound impact of early childhood experiences and the power of the repressed. Our subconscious mind, he argued, is a vast repository of desires, fears, memories, and traumas that are too painful or socially unacceptable for conscious awareness. These repressed contents don't simply vanish. They exert a potent, often determining influence on our adult lives, silently shaping our perceptions, choices, and ultimately, our reality. Consider the child who experiences consistent neglect or harsh criticism. These experiences, though consciously forgotten or minimized, can embed deep-seated beliefs in the subconscious. I am not worthy. I am unlovable. I must constantly strive for approval. These beliefs, like hidden programs, then begin to filter reality. The individual might unconsciously seek out relationships that mirror this early dynamic, attracting partners who are emotionally unavailable or critical, thus perpetually recreating the reality of unworthiness or neglect. They might misinterpret neutral cues as rejection, confirming their deeply held subconscious conviction. This is the Freudian shadow at play, the unseen hand of the past, projecting its patterns onto the present. The ego's defense mechanisms, as Freud described them, are often elaborate constructions designed to keep these repressed realities at bay. Yet these very defenses can inadvertently become part of the subconscious programming that shapes our external world. For example, excessive projection, where we attribute our own undesirable traits onto others, can create a reality filled with difficult people, when the source of the difficulty lies within our own unacknowledged shadow. The subconscious, in its attempts to protect us from psychic pain, often creates a reality that paradoxically reinforces our deepest, most limiting beliefs. Moving beyond the personal unconscious, Carl Jung introduced us to the vast, ancient ocean of the collective unconscious. This shared reservoir of human experience, inherited and universal, contains archetypes, primordial patterns of thought and behavior that shape our perceptions of the world. The hero, the shadow, the anima, animus, the great mother, the wise old man. These are not mere concepts. They are living forces that influence our individual and collective realities. Our subconscious mind, according to Jung, is deeply attuned to these archetypal energies. When we encounter situations or individuals that resonate with a particular archetype, our subconscious responds, drawing us into archetypal dramas and influencing our experiences. For instance, someone with a strong hero archetype striving for emergence might unconsciously attract challenges and adversaries that allow them to fulfill this inner pattern, thus creating a reality rich in trials and triumphs. Furthermore, Jung spoke of synchronicity, meaningful coincidences that defy causal explanation, yet appear to be intrinsically linked. These synchronous events are not random. They are often manifestations of the subconscious mind's connection to the collective unconscious, a subtle alignment between our inner state and the external world. When we are deeply engaged in our individuation process, when our conscious and unconscious minds are in greater harmony, we often experience more synchronistic occurrences, as if the universe itself is conspiring to guide us. The subconscious, through its archetypal resonance, acts as a magnet, drawing in the very elements required for our personal myth to unfold, thus perpetually weaving a reality aligned with our deepest, often unconscious, trajectories. Arthur Schopenhauer offers a foundational philosophical lens through which to understand the subconscious creation of reality. For Schopenhauer, the ultimate reality is the will, a blind, irrational, ceaseless striving that underlies all phenomena, both animate and inanimate. It is the primordial, unconscious urge to exist, to manifest, to propagate. Our individual subconscious mind, in this view, is a particular manifestation of this universal will. It is this fundamental, unconscious will within us that drives our desires, our impulses, and our actions, even when we are not consciously aware of their source. Our longings, our fears, our very nature are expressions of this will, and it is through these expressions that we create our reality. The subconscious, as a fragment of this greater will, is constantly pushing us towards manifestation, towards experiencing the world in a way that confirms its underlying desires and beliefs. If the subconscious holds a deep-seated belief in scarcity, the will within it will unconsciously drive us to perceive and attract situations of lack, thus creating a reality of scarcity. If it holds a belief in abundance, the will impel us towards opportunities and perspectives that confirm abundance. This is not about conscious effort, but about a fundamental, almost biological urge to externalize what lies within. The suffering Schopenhauer spoke of arises when our conscious desires clash with the unconscious directives of the will, when we try to consciously impose a reality that contradicts the deeper subconscious currents. True peace, he suggested, comes from recognizing and, in some rare instances, transcending the ceaseless striving of the will. Friedrich Nietzsche's concept of the will to power provides another crucial dimension to understanding the subconscious creation of reality. For Nietzsche, the will to power is not merely a desire for dominance, but a fundamental drive towards growth, overcoming, and self-actualization. It is the inherent urge to constantly interpret, categorize, and impose value upon the world, thus shaping our reality. Our subconscious mind, according to a Nietzschean interpretation, is the primary arena where this will to power operates. It is constantly making judgments, creating hierarchies of value, and interpreting experiences through the lens of its ingrained beliefs and drives. These subconscious interpretations then become the filters through which we perceive and interact with the world, effectively creating our subjective reality. If our subconscious holds a master morality of self-affirmation and strength, it will unconsciously lead us to create a reality where we seek challenges, assert our will, and find meaning in overcoming. If it holds a slave morality of resentment and reaction, it will create a reality filled with perceived oppressors and endless grievances. The subconscious, in its relentless assertion of its own interpretive framework, does not simply reflect reality. It actively constructs it. It assigns meaning to events, categorizes people, and establishes our relationship to the world, often without conscious deliberation. The path to conscious self-authorship, therefore, lies in becoming aware of these subconscious valuations and choosing to intentionally redirect our will to power towards life-affirming creations. It's about recognizing that our subconscious is not just a passive receiver, but an active creative force, capable of forging new realities. Alfred Adler's individual psychology emphasizes the universal striving for significance and the role of the inferiority complex in shaping our subconscious goals and, consequently, our reality. From early childhood, we develop a fictional finalism, an unconscious goal or ideal self we are striving to become, often as a compensation for perceived weaknesses or inferiorities. This subconscious goal then acts as a powerful magnet, drawing us towards experiences and relationships that validate or challenge this internal narrative. If a child feels intellectually inferior, their subconscious might drive them to excel academically, or conversely, to avoid intellectual challenges altogether, creating a reality defined by either relentless achievement or perpetual avoidance. The subconscious mind, in its desire to overcome or compensate for this perceived inferiority, will selectively perceive and interpret reality in ways that reinforce its guiding fiction. It will highlight successes that confirm competence or dwell on failures that justify avoiding effort. This striving for significance operates continuously in the background, subtly orchestrating our interactions and attracting circumstances that fit its predetermined pattern. Our lifestyle, as Adler called it, is the manifestation of this subconscious striving. The unique way we move through the world, the types of people we attract, and the challenges we face are all part of the reality we create in pursuit of our fictional finalism. Understanding this subconscious compensation mechanism is key to consciously reshaping our reality from one of reactive striving to one of authentic self-expression. While the aforementioned thinkers highlight the unconscious drivers of reality, Viktor Frankl's logotherapy offers a crucial counterbalance: the conscious human search for meaning. Frankl, having survived the unimaginable horrors of concentration camps, discovered that even in the most dire circumstances, individuals retain the freedom to choose their attitude and to find meaning in their suffering. This capacity for conscious meaning-making can profoundly influence the reality we create, even in the face of predetermined external conditions. While our subconscious may be programmed by past experiences or archetypal influences, Frankl suggests that our unique human capacity for self-transcendence allows us to rise above these deterministic forces. When we consciously choose to find meaning in our circumstances, through purpose, love, or the attitude we take towards unavoidable suffering, we inject a powerful conscious force into the subconscious creation process. This doesn't magically alter external reality, but it profoundly reshapes our subjective experience of it, and through that shift in perception can eventually influence our external circumstances. The subconscious, in its constant quest to manifest our inner world, is powerfully influenced by the meaning we consciously impress upon it. If we choose to find meaning in growth despite challenges, our subconscious will begin to filter reality for opportunities for growth. If we find meaning in contribution, our subconscious will orient us towards acts of service. Frankl reminds us that while much of our reality may be subconsciously driven, we possess the ultimate freedom to imbue our lives with meaning, and in doing so, to consciously steer the subconscious architect towards a reality aligned with our deepest values. Erich Fromm's work on freedom, love, and social character adds another layer to our understanding of the subconscious creation of reality. Fromm argued that while we have an innate drive towards freedom and self-actualization, societal pressures and the social character of our culture often lead us to escape this freedom, adopting roles and behaviors that conform rather than express our authentic selves. This conformity profoundly shapes our subconscious programming and, consequently, the reality we experience. Our subconscious absorbs the values, anxieties, and modes of relating prevalent in our social environment. If our culture promotes consumerism as the path to happiness, our subconscious will be programmed to seek fulfillment through material possessions, thus creating a reality perpetually driven by acquisition and potential dissatisfaction. If it promotes superficial relationships, our subconscious will unconsciously attract and perpetuate such connections. Fromm emphasized that mature love, rooted in freedom, respect, and responsibility, is a path to transcending this social programming. When we consciously choose to love authentically, not as a dependency or a transaction, but as an act of giving and mutual growth, we begin to reprogram our subconscious. This shift allows us to break free from the marketing orientation of relationships and create a reality filled with genuine connection and profound meaning, rather than merely reflecting the shallow values of an alienated society. The subconscious, when guided by authentic love and a commitment to freedom, becomes an architect of liberation, not conformity. Bringing these threads together, we see the subconscious mind as a multifaceted architect, constantly working in the background, weaving the intricate tapestry of our reality. Freud's insights show us the foundational blueprints laid by early experiences and repressed contents, silently directing our choices and attractions. Jung's archetypes reveal the deeper, universal patterns influencing our life narratives and the meaningful coincidences we encounter. Schopenhauer's will underscores the fundamental, often blind striving that pushes our inner world into external manifestation. Nietzsche's will to power highlights the subconscious's relentless drive to interpret and assign value, thereby constructing our subjective reality. Adler's striving for significance explains how our compensations and fictional finalisms subconsciously guide our pursuit of certain experiences. Frankl's logotherapy reminds us of our conscious power to infuse meaning, providing a counterbalance to unconscious determinism and directing the subconscious towards purpose. Fromm's emphasis on freedom and social character illustrates how societal pressures shape our subconscious and how authentic love can liberate us to create a more genuine reality. The reality you experience is not merely happening to you. It is, in profound ways, happening through you. Your subconscious mind is not a passive recipient of external events, but an active, creative force, constantly seeking to externalize its internal patterns. Every thought, every belief, every deeply held emotion is a thread being woven into the fabric of your perceived existence. In essence, understanding how your subconscious mind creates reality is the ultimate act of self-empowerment. It moves you from being a passive passenger in your life to an active co-creator. The suffering we often experience, as Schopenhauer noted, frequently stems from the dissonance between our conscious desires and the unconscious directives of our subconscious programming. The path to a more fulfilling reality lies in bringing conscious awareness to these hidden mechanisms. This journey demands introspection, courage, and a willingness to confront the shadows of your own making. It involves identifying the deeply ingrained beliefs, emotional wounds, and societal programming that have silently dictated your reality. It means consciously choosing to imprint new meanings, to cultivate new beliefs, and to direct your inherent will to power towards the reality you truly desire. The world you inhabit is a mirror. When you change the image in the mirror, the reflection outside must inevitably shift. This is the profound alchemy of the subconscious mind, the unseen architect, perpetually at work, waiting for your conscious guidance to build a masterpiece. So how do you begin to consciously guide this unseen architect? It starts with mindful observation. For the next week, pay meticulous attention to your recurring thoughts, your dominant emotions, and the patterns in your life. What core beliefs might be driving these patterns? What hidden fears or desires might be trying to manifest? Choose one limiting belief you suspect your subconscious holds. Perhaps I am not good enough, or relationships are difficult. Then consciously and consistently begin to impress upon your subconscious a new empowering belief. I am worthy. Relationships are opportunities for growth. Repeat it, feel it, act as if it's already true. Share your initial insights or the one limiting belief you're choosing to transform in the comments below. What resistance do you feel? What glimmer of possibility do you perceive? Let us engage in this ongoing exploration of the depths of our own minds and the boundless potential for self-creation. If this journey into the subconscious resonated with you, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the mysteries of the human condition. Your reality is waiting to be consciously designed.